I'm on a porch, get money, you know that we never could get a divorce. Say you the plug when nigga might have been the source. Why me pull up in that brand new Porsche? Come through, I teach you this shit like a chorus. Bitch, I'm like Ghost, I got power, of course. Invested my money and ran up a check. Now man, I hot like a motherfucking torch. I got a habit, gotta keep going, cause I cannot get stagnant when you getting money. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back on the porch. We're blessed to be back once again this week with y'all. You got your boy Mike, and I'm here with my boy BJ.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Man, I'm pretty sure they feeling good. I'm feeling great.
Why ask them how they feeling? They not
even here.
Are they even watching?
I don't know. Hopefully y'all watching.
If y'all don't watch, hey look, I don't care if y'all don't watch. Subscribe though. You know what I mean?
That's what I was about to say. If you are watching, this is what I do want to say. If you are watching, please subscribe. Please subscribe. If you're just on a listening platform such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, whatever that is, please leave us 5 stars, and do the same thing on YouTube. At the end of the day, we're giving y'all this knowledge for free. That's the only thing we ask in return, just so we can continue just putting this information out in front of other people.
I don't care if y'all watch it or if y'all don't. Subscribe to the channel. If y'all see a post come across, like it. Just show some love. We gonna show some love back at y'all page. Y'all see y'all if I see somebody they doing something for themselves or like trying to push some like a movement or something, I go ahead show some love. So just show some love, support, subscribe, you know.
For sure.
We all help each other at the end of the day. It doesn't hurt.
And yeah, sorry we're in our costumes today. That's what BJ would call them.
This ain't no costume. This is a working fit. We've been working all day.
Shit, we had to go look at a couple of houses today, look at a couple of cribs, trying to get some more properties under contract. We got a couple pending, and we just on the roll. So shit, we came in, we worked, and we got straight to it. So
I had to tell them, but I'm not even like a landlord for anybody right now, and I had to evict somebody today. I literally just evicted somebody today.
And we're not even owning the house. And sometimes that's sometimes just what you got to do, bro. When you're in business, you got to do what you got to do. So sometimes you're trying to get a deal done, especially in real estate. You trying to get a deal done. We not waiting on nobody else. So guess what we're trying to do? Whatever we could control, you control the controllables. So this is what a lot of people get confused. A lot of people get confused of, I gotta wait because they say a divine timing. Nah, but we gonna control the controllable. That means control what you can control. So if we waiting on somebody to get evicted, guess what we gonna do? What you did today? You went out there to the courthouse and didn't wait?
He wanted to evict them, but it was a landlord. He was selling the house to us. We talked to the tenants as well, so they got to understand what's going on. What were they on the seller?
It was on seller. They was on financing.
Yeah, they were financing the house, so they thought they had some equity in the house. So we talked to them. We're like, "Do y'all have equity in the house?" Like we were literally like, we middleman in it. So we're like, "Do y'all have equity in the house?" Like, "Do y'all?" Let's look at the contract and look. But basically, he was just like a nice guy. He didn't want to. He said, "I never evicted somebody before." So at the end of the day, he wanted to evict them. He didn't have the capital to evict them, so I said, go ahead, just send me the information I need to do. I'll pay for it. Go ahead, get the process started, just so we could have a clear understanding. Because at that point, he already done burned the bridge. Like, the bridge is burned between him and the tenants. Like, they're not on speaking terms at all.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, okay, let me mediate this. So, I see when grown people can't come to an understanding, sometimes court needs to be involved.
Sometimes court needs to be involved.
Especially if the house is involved.
And sometimes, bro, we're professional hand holders. Professional hand holders, right? Like I was just saying, what he basically said was, shit, we got to control, we can control. He didn't know how to do it. He said he had the funds. So he said wait until Friday. No, we ain't got no more time to wait. So we'll pay for it. We'll go ahead and get that done. We're going to control what we can control. So ultimately, I want y'all to just take, this is not even about what the episode about, but it don't matter. What I'm saying is just go ahead and control the controllables. I know they saying wait. A lot of people say wait on your time coming, but do what you can do in the meantime to control what you can control. At the end of the day, some of us be like, we're going to wait, but we're not taking no action. So, hey, if you got a dream, if you just thinking about stuff and if you got a goal without taking no action, you really just got a dream.
Yeah, and it's not like we're being the bad guys. At the end of the day, I look at it from both ends because I got family members that currently still rent property. So I see both ends. I see the landlord side. Same. I see the tenant side. So it's like the tenant, he's just because you own a house does not mean you have money. Just because you own a house, that's just a house. You still got to make the repairs. You still got to change the roof out every once in a while. You still got to make the necessary stuff to keep that house maintained and up to par. So I see both ends of it. So it's not like, okay, I'm going against the tenants. It's just like I see it's a situation where they want to sell the house. The landlord, he wanted to sell the house. And then the tenants think they have some equity in it. So let's see who really got the equity in it. Y'all signed the contract. So guess what? Y'all don't want to talk? Let's go ahead to eviction court and y'all talk to the judge and let him be the judge of it.
And let's work it out.
I don't know. Whoever the property, like, I believe in fairness, just keeping it honest when you're doing business. So whoever the property belongs to, it belongs to. But hey, we got to get to some type of solution because we already put money towards this deal. We already got it flowing. At the end of the day, we don't leave no stone unturned. So,
exactly.
Hey, we got to find some type of solution and hopefully as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure. And so basically, control the controllables. That's all I got to say. If you got something going on in business, whatever it is that you got going on, you ain't got to wait for everything. Take the actions that you could take at that moment. After you take those actions, then you can wait. But at that time, before then, though, if it's something that you could be doing, go ahead and get it done. But besides that, your first eviction, you evicted somebody that's not your house, not your tenant. Other than that, though, how's your week? How you feeling? Where you at mentally? Where you at?
Man,
where you at?
mentally, I feel like just personally, because what I go through on a daily basis, like just talking to, I don't make cold calls no more. We got somebody that cold calls, but just talking to different people every day, just like potential sellers, leads, what's going on. Like, because I do wholesaling. If this is y'all first time on that podcast, I do wholesaling, creative financing, and I flip properties. So just talking to different people every day, just reaching out, just meeting new people every day. I just have to take on their emotions.
Yeah.
So just this week, like I just personally feel like myself, I just feel like I'm mentally strong. Like personally, like a lot of stuff doesn't bother me. Like some stuff gets to me, of course, because I'm a human, but like a lot of stuff doesn't get to me. So I just feel like I'm mentally strong and like just going through stuff. Like it's been a pretty good week for me, saying stuff. Just another day, I'm still kicking, breathing, striving, trying to reach my goals and stuff. So I can't complain. Honestly, it's just been a regular work week for me.
And that's cool. And most of the time, that's how it is for me too. I had a pretty solid week. Nothing crazy happened. Nothing too good, not too bad. But either way, as a person, as in a business or whatever you're in, especially as a business person.
We did close this week though.
Oh, we did close the deal
this week. Not
one of our market in the market that we had closed in. One of our first in that market. So hey, that was a blessing. So hey, we got that one done.
Closed in a different market. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it's not about in business. You can't get too high. You can't get too low. You kind of just gotta ride it out here.
Yeah.
That's just what it is. I mean, I'm not saying don't get happy. I'm not saying it don't get hard when you get sad. But most of the time, bro, you really just gotta roll with the punches and understand what's going on. When something good happens, unfortunately, it's kind of like, damn, I just know when everything going too good, something probably is going to happen. Something bad is probably going to happen. But, you know, good thing, hey, we all right. We passed all the bad parts, right?
Ain't no more bad, man. We still pulling through. Like
positive,
we said,
mindset.
Like a couple deals, they trying to fall through and stuff. But like I said, we don't leave no stone unturned. Like I said, if we gotta go ahead and help you out, you never took somebody to eviction court. Okay, this how you do it. We seen it happen. This how you evict somebody. You go to magistrate court. You go ahead and file.
You do this.
And then you wait 7 days. Let that take its course.
Yeah.
So hey. So we just roll with the punches and control the controllable, man. Don't be too high, don't be too low. Enjoy the good times, embrace the bad times, because you know when you're going through a lot, you like just going through a lot of challenges. You just gotta know God got something better for you on the other side. So just roll with it.
Or the universe, whatever y'all believe in.
Yeah, just take that experience. Yeah. Ultimately, just take the experience from whatever you're going through, and don't always just like moping. Just like whatever's going bad, just look and see what you're going through and see how it's gonna propel you forward. See what you learn from it. Like, cause at the end of the day, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody does.
No one's gonna pay your bills. Nobody gonna pay your family bills. No one's gonna look out for you. Nobody's gonna look out for your family. So at the end of the day, the person you could trust at the end of the day is you.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, put everything, invest in yourself, work on your mental health. Work on yourself, like ultimately, because you could start businesses all you want all day, but it's like really at the end of the day, what you need to be working on is your self-development and just continue to grow that, honestly.
For sure. And what that's great. That's good. Because I mean, pretty much this week have been like a big. It's been a big self-reflective week, and why I say that is I just been looking deeper into like mindset and exactly what's going on with me personally. Like, the way that I do things, and the reason that I even have been able to see these things and see what I've been going through or whatever is I got a good spouse. So pretty much my fiance, you know, she that's what you need. You need somebody around that's gonna tell you. Of course, they're gonna tell you when you're up and you're doing good, but sometimes they're gonna tell you. You need somebody around you that's gonna tell you they actually with you every day. So I get praises from, you know, people on social media. I get praises from, you know, family members. I get praises from friends.
Yeah.
You need somebody in your corner that's gonna tell you, hey, it seems like you need to work on this. This what's going on.
Yeah, hold you accountable.
You know what I mean? And that's why I fuck with it. I appreciate her. You know what I mean? That's great. Because one thing she told me about myself a couple times a week about a couple things. So one thing I do, anybody know me know I work a lot. I will work all day. I don't mind working. Working is something that I feel like, first of all, I would like to say I enjoy what I do, so it don't feel like work. Yeah. So I can do this shit all day. I can sit behind the computer, go see houses. I can do all that shit all day long. It don't matter. Negotiating, fun, all that shit. You know what I mean? Making video, even making content now. I'm getting into the content creation space, making podcasts. Even this is fun to me. I enjoy it. I can do it all day long. But we had a conversation where she's telling me, when do you have fun? Like, what do you do fun? I'm just like, man, that. She asked me, she's like, she do this fun, When do I have fun? And it's like, I've been working a lot. And I'm like,
when do you have fun?
I have fun when I work.
You have fun when you work? Cause me personally, I just got to the point where like, I like what I do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I told y'all, I probably mentioned it some on the last episode. Y'all go watch the last episode. But like for me, like just the whole real estate thing, it was just like a way to get money at first. But like now I actually like enjoy, like I understand like all aspects of it and what it is doing and what it's leading to. So like I actually like enjoy it. Like I actually like look forward to the next day and getting up and just working. So like for me personally, I just found like joy in like what I do.
Yeah, for sure.
But all the time I know it's not that case. Like people keep money at the top of their list on like what they do, what their purpose is, what they do. But it's like I enjoy what I do. I know I fix situations. I know I help people that need to just get whatever situation they're going through. So I'm helping people.
Right.
And that's ultimately like the most money you're gonna make is the more situations you can fix.
You can fix. Yeah. Because when you can fix problems, that's when you get the most money because people need that. It's a service.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, but it's for sure. And pretty much one thing that she about when you have fun and stuff, I'm like, dang. And she was like, when are you gonna start working and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Like, cause we talk about stuff like that. I mean, it's cool. It's good to have a conversation like that. I'm like, bro, you know, I want to be retired, but I'm 22 years old if y'all didn't know. So I'm like, shit, bro, I want to start working. But when I'm like, I want to be able to retire by the time I'm 24, 23, 24. 25, cool. That's cool with me.
Chilling.
But until then, yeah, chilling. Like, but the thing is, not necessarily chilling, but she's like, are you even going to stop working then? Because even when I'm at the point, which I will be there, I know I'm going to be there. Even when you are at the point, are you going to want to stop working? Probably not. I just say I want to be able to. Because at the end of the day, I'll be bored. I'll be bored, but I ain't going to cap. Like, if I sat down for a day, I'll be like a day is hard. 2 days without doing nothing, bro.
You gotta keep wifey happy.
Oh, for sure. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah, we already know that. But the thing is, though, she's saying that you work so much, and she's saying, I think you do it because you scarred from your childhood. You scarred from the thing that you went through. Which that made, and I start thinking, it's like, damn, man, she just deeper than she know, bro. Like, it may be. She's saying that I may. So, and my question, I start asking myself, am I operating out of fear? Am I working out of fear? And when I start thinking about that, I start thinking a lot of us are working out of fear. Cause I'm like, maybe that is a little bit of why I work so much, right? Not that I just enjoy it, not because I feel like I just want to secure my family future, but a lot of it is because I don't want to go back to where I was when I was younger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like back when we get evicted, back when you have nothing, back when I had clothes I couldn't fit. You feel me? So now that I got to that position to where I know for a fact I'm not gonna go broke or whatever, she's like, dude, you know you're gonna be okay. Not saying that you made it, but bro, you got too much hustle, you know too much knowledge, you got too much knowledge for you to even let that happen to the point where you were able to go broke or you were able to not have it. And then she's like, you got me too. Cause at the end of the day, my girl. So she's like, shit, even if something did happen, I'm good. Nigga, I work too. Like, come on, you be straight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm realizing that it's time to switch now for me. I'm not working out of fear no more. Maybe that's what I was doing. I'm not saying that's what I was doing, but as I'm reflecting, maybe that is what I was doing because I know I got some things going on. I got life-changing moments going on in this moment. So I'm just like, bro, I gotta stay up because I don't want people. I want to make sure my people straight. I don't want my people to go through the shit that I went through. So therefore, that is some fear. That's literally saying fear.
Yeah, but like when she say you working out of fear, like you just work too much. Like how much time are you giving to her? Like, do you think it's like an even balance between work and time you're giving to your girl, or do you think you're putting all your efforts towards like?
So I mean, we know different.
So I know you personally. I just know you a workaholic. Like,
she said the same shit.
Like you be working. I'm like. You'll call me. I'm like, yeah, Mike. I'm over here. Shit.
Yeah, bro.
I'm chilling.
And that's cool. That's cool if BJ do that, but because I know that's BJ. I know for BJ to keep going, he need to have his relaxed time.
I need to have my de-stressing.
For me, it's like I don't care
bro, you turn it up
too much, right? I don't care too much. It's pretty much just like right now to where I'm at in my life. I understand what I'm trying to get to, and I know I'm young, and I know I want to retire. I want to be able to retire by the time I'm 23, 24. You know what I mean? I want to be able to say, you know what? If I want to stop right now, I can drop all this shit, and I'm good.
Yeah.
And I want to make sure that I got that for her. A lot of reasons I do that is because I want to make sure that my wife does not have to work. If she want to stay her ass at home all day and do goddamn nothing, she don't have to. I don't care.
Yeah.
For me personally, so I'm working for that, but I understand what you're saying. I give her time. Now, what I did learn, one thing I did learn, guys, it's not necessarily about the quantity of time. Cause I could spend all day with her and not do shit, and it don't mean nothing. Yeah. I thought it's about the quality of time.
Yeah.
When I am with her, am I giving her the attention? So say if I just spend time with her, I'm working all throughout the day, and I'm just spending time with her maybe an hour in the middle of the day, and maybe all throughout the night. So I may shut down 8, 9 o'clock. I'm done. I wake up at 5. I finish working. I work from then, and I finish working at 9. Okay, great. Now, am I spending quality time? So a lot of people be like, you could spend all day with somebody, but that time don't mean shit. Yeah. If y'all not talking about
nothing,
if y'all not feeling each other, if we not actually being intimate with each other. Now, maybe that's why I'm slipping up at, and I've been saying that. Maybe I'm slipping up at the quality of time. Don't think that you have to spend all day with someone. Don't think that. What you got to understand is I don't have to spend all day with somebody. As long as I am spending the quality amount of time with someone, that's what really matters. So with that being said, I may be working out of fear because when we be talking, I may just drift off and I start thinking about work. And she's like, that's not good. What that mean is you may be working out of fear. You don't want to go back. You're scarred. You don't want to go back to poverty. So you're thinking, I have to keep working because if I chill for one moment and not think about this shit for one moment, everything could just go to shit.
Like me personally, I just feel like everything is like seasons. Like you have a season where you go through school. You have a season where you go through hard times. Mm-hmm. You have a season when you're making the most money you ever made in your life. You having a season where you're going through a relationship. So I just think it's every season and like just understanding like what season you're in. So it's like just everybody involved in what you're doing, like just understand like what season you're in. Like if this is a season to bunker down and run it up, shoot, this the season and this is what's gonna happen during this season. Like just already be prepared for what's gonna happen during that season. Cause like every season is not gonna be so happy. Every season is not gonna be I'm not gonna be down every season. Like every season's not gonna be just joyful cheers. Everything's going good. Like some seasons I could, hey, this deal just fell through. Oh shoot, I was supposed to get paid $10,000. I didn't get it. So like every season's not gonna be the best. So just understand like what season you're in and what that season implies. Like what's gonna happen during that season. Cause like you could, like I said, you could have ups and downs. So if you're in a season where you're just bunkering down trying to learn how to do the business or like start a new business or you just started a new job, you just, at that point, you don't know what's going on because that's your first time doing it. You just rolling with the punches. Like, I don't know what's happening. Especially like if you don't have like a mentor or something, you just like, I don't know what to expect. So just like understand like when you're going through like a rough season or something, that's just a part of the process. That's part of the journey. That's part of the learning curve. And just know that you got to like just keep going and working through it. Just because everything's not peaches and cream at the end of the day, just know that's just a part of, literally, like what I said, a part of the process. It's a part of the journey. You're going to get knowledge and experience from this season that you're in. So just because everything's not going your way or you just feel like everything's like off balance doesn't mean you're not where you're supposed to be. Just know it's that season where, hey, maybe we're not going out every weekend. We got to do this. I got to put money towards this investment. I got to like, hey, I'm thinking 10 years down the road. I'm thinking a year down the road. I'm thinking 3 months from now. So that just might be the season where I'm just putting my chips away.
Yeah.
Because I know at the end of the day, I want to be here and I'm right here. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, for sure.
We can't be doing this. Like we're like just it's not the season for that.
Yeah, and I believe in seasons. I do. I know that. I know that's just what it is. You feel me? You gonna have that's. It's just like if y'all don't work the world, everything runs in seasons. Everything has cycles.
Yeah.
Which I know that the fucking world itself has seasons. It has cycles. The economy has seasons. It has cycles. I know that, but I think my thing is the problem is with operating out of fear, because a lot of people are like, well, what's the problem with operating out of fear? You're saying you don't want to go back. The problem with operating out of fear is because when you're operating out of fear, you're not operating in the correct mindset. You're not operating in a place of growth. You're operating in a place of survival.
Yeah, I was about to say it's more so survival.
It's more so survival than because now I'm sitting back, I'm like, shit, you know what? After we had to talk, I'm like, bro, you know what? If I am acting that way, I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying, maybe I am. And I start thinking, I probably am. So therefore, I'm not worried about that no more. I know I'm gonna be good. Like she said, you got too much knowledge. You know what you want to do. You know you got investments. You know that you good. You don't have to worry about going broke because that's not gonna happen. Yeah. That's not gonna happen. So what you have to do is, what I have to realize is, I know that's not gonna happen. That shit's not gonna happen. I'm too much of a hustler. You know what I mean?
But I know people like a lot of times like when they think about future, like their future and like their trajectory of like where they want to eventually be, like their goals they set in place, like where they want to be a year down the road, 6 months down the road, 2 years down the road. Like a lot of times, like they just worry thinking about that because they're not where they want to be in the present time, and they're just like thinking about the future. Like, where am I gonna be in the year? Like, how do you like personally just like take on like change and just knowing like I'm not where I want to be, but like how do you put like the rules and like principles in place and like just the goals you like just establish for yourself? How do you put that to push towards like your future? So because I know a lot of people like they stress out about like, oh, I'm not where I want to be, and then they like sit down, they mope, they sorrow, like they feel bad for themselves, but
not the way.
Like, how do you get to where you want to be?
So first of all, one thing is, and I would love, this rolls into my next point damn near perfectly, right? It rolls into my next point perfectly because a lot of us, like you said, we think about the future. Oh, I'm not where I want to be. This is not where I see myself.
Yeah.
I get that. First of all, we can't plan nothing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we can control the controllables, control what we can control.
That's me. That's the word of the year. You control what you can control. You can't control anything outside of what you can control.
And then everything else, boom, let it let them dominoes fall where they fall.
Yeah.
But one thing I realized about a lot of people, and one thing I used to do, I've been stopped doing this, is they worry about the future. They don't just think about the future. It's okay to think about the future.
Yeah.
The thing is that we worry about the future. When you're worrying about the future, you're literally putting yourself in a negative mindset. Yeah. You're putting yourself to a point where it's literally like, I think this is going to be bad. When you think about the future, it's okay to think about the future because you're like, okay, this is how this is going to go. This is how I would like this to go. And this is how I feel. These are the actions I'm going to take to get there. When you're just worrying, you're literally just like, I have no faith. I don't think anything's going to happen the way I wanted it to happen. Things are just going to happen badly. No, you can't worry. You have to think. So what I'm saying is you have to think through it.
Yeah.
A lot of us don't think through it. We just worry. We just go, this is not, how is this going to happen? How am I going to have my house? How am I going to have this set up for my kids? How am I going to do this? You're worried.
But I feel like a lot of times, like, people worry because they don't, like, put a plan in place. Yeah. Like, you can't start a business with no plan. And that's you can't start a career path with no plan. Yeah. So, of course, you're going to worry because at the end of the day, you're trying to start something new, something you've never done before, and you have literally no plan. You don't know how you're going to get there. So, like, a lot of times I feel like the worry and the stress comes from not being prepared. So, it's like if I'm going to start something new, do something that I never done before, okay, I'm going to be worried, a little stressed about it, a little scared. But it's like when I put that plan in place, when I set goals for myself, I know how to get there. So I know I need to knock off this check mark. I need to knock off this check box and keep knocking them down until I reach the plan and goals that I put in place. Of course, if we're going on a trip, say we just going on a trip and I don't know where we're going. Right. I'm worried. Where the hell are we going? But because I don't know where we're going to end up because I didn't put a goal in place. I didn't put a set destination where I want to end up at. So how do I know I'm in the right spot? How do I know I'm doing the right things? That's true. If I do not know where I'm going to lead. So like a lot of the times you can knock off that stress and that worry when you just put goals and plans in place. So like instead of just like hopping into stuff, like just sometimes just sit back, relax, just don't worry about getting into it right away. Like just sit down, talk to yourself and just write out a plan and goal and be like, this is what it looks like. And this is what I have to accomplish to reach the goals and the plan and the outlook of what I want to do at the end of the day. Yeah. And that pretty all that what you just said, it pretty much just go back to thinking. Yeah. Like I said, we worry. We don't think. I think about the future. I don't worry about the future. Yeah. And a lot of that is become like that. Then there just go back to operating out of fear. You're operating out of fear, so you're not able to think clearly. You're not thinking of solutions. It clouds your mind. All you think about is the problems. You're not thinking about the solutions. Mm-hmm. So therefore, you're not thinking about the problem. You're worrying about the problems. You're not thinking about the solutions. Yeah. I want to think about the solutions, but when you're worrying, you're just worrying about the problems. I don't worry. Now, a lot of people gonna say, one thing I would like to say is, forget worrying, guys. Now, I'm not saying it's supposed to be all peaches and cream. Stuff is going to get to a point where it is going to be a little concerning. I'm not worried. I'm more so concerned. Yeah. It's okay to be concerned. Concerned, that's pretty much, it's almost the same, but it's not the same. Concerned is kind of like, I'm concerned about this, but I'm not going to overexert my energy into that problem. I'm going to more so take myself to the solution. Yeah. So now I'm concerned. Since I'm concerned about this, I can think about a solution. But if I'm worried about this, that's all I'm giving my energy to. I'm not trying to give my energy to a problem. Yeah. And that's what you do about worrying. And because like what you got to think at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you're doing something new. You might be the first person in your family to be doing this. You just got to like understand and accept that this is a part of the process. Yeah. This is a part of the process. Like you might get knocked down, you might fall, you might lose some money at the expense of learning the experience and the whole outlook of what you're trying to do. But you gotta like just accept and embrace that this is a part of the process. Yep. Like I'm learning how to do this. This is what I want to do. And okay, I lost some money trying to do this. But guess what? I got the experience from it, and I know how to do it 10 times better. And I bet if I go do that, I could capitalize on that next time I go do it.
Exactly. But when you lose that money, a lot of people do this though. They don't think. They say, I want to do this thing. And then when that thing don't work, they go to this thing. And then when that thing don't work, they go to this thing. And all of a sudden, guess what they are? They're serial entrepreneurs. So a lot of people just go ahead and get started in this, and they go from, when they're scared of a lot of things, they go from, let me go from this, then let me go from this, let me go from this. And that's how they become a serial entrepreneur. Now, I'm not saying nothing wrong with serial entrepreneurship, but a lot of people don't take the time to master one thing and get into that serial entrepreneurship. I mean, how you feel about that? Like, what you feel about serial, like that about that? I mean, this business, that business, this business, that business, but pretty much they ain't even mastered nothing or haven't proven themselves in one thing. Like, what is it? Like, how you feel about it?
Bro, like, to a certain extent, I just feel like that's just like, it's like the same thing with like females. Like, I'm a single man, so it's like, of course, how many females are here? It's tons of, what they say, it's tons of fish in the sea. So it's like, it's all these girls that I could get, but it's like, who do I want to put my time and effort towards? So it's like, just because I know I could get that girl and like, hit a home run, like make it all the way to the second base with her, it's like, why would I do that? Like, why would I put my energy towards that? So it's like, just because I know I could get this girl and know I could basically just get what I want with her. Yeah, sex. I could end up fucking her.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would I do that? Because at the end of the day, it's like I could put my energy towards there, get what I want from her, and then at the end of the day, I'm still a single man. So I didn't put no like, no roots in her, no seeds in like her, like just to be like, oh, we might just double back for a relationship or anything. It's just like, oh, I fuck. Like, it's the same thing with business. It's like, oh, I made some money from it and it was like good temporarily, but at the end of the day, the business didn't go nowhere. I just made like a small amount of money from it. I just made like this amount of money from it, but it's like I didn't put that much energy towards that one business. I didn't put that much energy towards that one girl to actually like build something, actually grow something, actually scale that one thing that I put my energy and time towards. So it's like, it's okay to be diversified, like if that's what you do. But like me personally, I just feel like you got to be established in one thing, like one aspect, before you want to diversify into multiple things. Because at the end of the day, like success is a pattern. So if you find success in real estate, I'm pretty sure you could go start a landscaping company and find success in that. I'm pretty sure you could go start a pool company and find success in that. But if I'm trying to do everything at once, it's like, what am I accomplishing? Like, I'm not growing what I'm putting my energy towards, because my energy in time and effort so stretched out, I don't have time to scale. So I feel like you have to establish yourself in like just one aspect, one career path, one like business mission, and just establish yourself in that before you diversify yourself. Like Kevin O'Leary, he's like a millionaire, billionaire. He said he basically ran up his wealth and his millions in one business. And then once he established himself in that business, found success in that business, and he was like comfortable, then he started to diversify his income, his wealth, because he had the leverage to do that. Because I'm already established in this one thing I put my time and energy towards. So now I can have time to diversify, and I can make a stream of income this way. I can make a stream of income that way. I could do this. I could do that. But it's because I established something that I know I'm good at. I ran it up to the moon, and I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable enough to say, okay, I'm getting this much a month.
Right.
So I could put this amount of time and energy towards this new adventure, this new business, this new career path that I'm trying to pursue. But it's not like just me personally. Like, of course, you could be good. Like, you could be a multitasker. Like, you could diversify yourself and you could do 100 things at once and continue to scale as fast as you want. But me personally, I just feel like I got to establish myself in one aspect and find success in that and run it up before I put my time and energy towards anything else and diversify.
You know what's crazy? I remember at one point you was like, bro, I think I'm about to try this. I'm about to do this. Like, what happened? Like, I've been like that. I've been like, bro, shit. Let me just I've been doing real estate. Been doing this for a minute. Let me just stick to this. And you know, I got other shit I want to do. But I'm just like, shit. Let me just run this shit up right here. Once I run this shit up right here, all right, boom. Let's go ahead and step up.
Yeah, like me personally, like I said
what
before.
Happened? Cause I remember you was like, I'm gonna start trucking. I was like,
I
was like, shit, go ahead if you have what you want to do.
Yeah, I have all types of thoughts, and it's like it's attainable. Like before, I done did the Turo business, hire car, rental cars, personal
Airbnb.
rentals, making is like the most money I ever seen in my life. Just doing that, doing Airbnb as well. But I just feel like my time and energy was so stretched. Like I didn't have time for like self-development. I didn't have time to just look at myself and see how do I scale this just because I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do rental cars. I'm trying to do Airbnb. I'm trying to scale a wholesale company. So I just felt like me personally, I just felt like my time and energy was stretched between like so many avenues that I didn't have time to just scale that one avenue that was gonna bring me to the top and just change my family trajectory to like where I want to be at, where I'm able to provide and what I pray for on a daily basis, just be a provider, protector, and just be able to be established in whatever I do to just take care of everybody.
For sure. And this pretty much, this is a basic economic thing, right? Basic economics, when you learn this in school, you learn about opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is what you have to lose and what you have to gain by doing this option versus this option. I understand what you're saying. You like, bro, boom, I don't want to do all this, which makes sense. That's pretty much where I was at with it. You feel me? I've been saying, you know what? My opportunity costs tell me it makes more sense for me to just put my money into this because I know because I did Turo. You know what I mean? I did hire car business.
You made money in it, probably.
Made money in it, you know, I lost money in it, you know, it is what it is. The Airbnb, just closed one of my Airbnbs recently, like maybe the beginning of this month, you know. So the last one I had, which that's cool with me. I was okay with that, and I said, you know what, I'm not fit. I could have easily renewed my lease and just continued doing it because I mean it was getting booked out and everything. But what I understood was, okay, I'm making this much money, but I do have to take this time and these resources and put them into this thing. What happened if I take that time and those resources and put that straight into the business, which for me is real estate and wholesaling, which is real estate period. My real estate acquisition company. If I put my money and my time into that, those couple of hours a week that I was spending on that, well, I'm not just going to put that into this and goddamn just continue just doing what I'm doing. Yeah. And anything else that I want to do, I don't want it to take any of my time away from it. So that's why I got to the point where I was like, I'm going to just dial in on this one thing. Once I dialed in on one thing, it really has been fruitful. Now, of course, there's been ups and downs. There have been challenges. There's going to be that. And of course, oh my gosh, we got the shiny subject syndrome so bad.
Yeah.
Like so badly. Like it's kind of ridiculous because the world we live in, we see, oh, this person making so much money from Turo. Oh, this person making so much money from Airbnb. And it's just this, and all I gotta do is this, and all I gotta do is this. But I'm like, it's okay. You can get to those things, but just be able to master one thing.
Yeah.
And what you were saying about the female example, it's like dudes go out here and literally go have sex and have plenty of bodies, 200 bodies,
and brag
300 bodies, and they brag about it. But then when I actually realized you have 200, 300 bodies, but none of those bodies actually, they're terrible bodies. They don't count. Be ugly shit, be ran through, they just be bad bodies. So now, your ass just fuck 200 people. I'm good with my little amount that I've had in the past because most of them, nobody ain't better than my fiance. I just want y'all to know that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going out here and renting it up because it just loses a lot of value. I may just go back to quantity over quality.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about having 200 bodies. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit, really. You know what I mean? You're just out here living life, and sometimes you come up on a couple, but it's not about that. It's about the quality that I've had.
Yeah.
You may have had sex with 200, but say if I had 3 bodies, my 3 outdo all them fucking 200s.
Yeah, and one of them 3 might be your wife at it.
Might be your wife at the end of the day. So now you just wasted all that time, risk all that shit in your life. Probably got a baby for someone. Risk STDs, literally risking your life doing that. Now I'm not saying don't. Hey, first of all, if you out, go live your life. Go have a good time.
Go ahead, go ball out.
Go have a good time. But what I'm saying is make it worth it. Don't be the guy out there saying I got 300 bodies, but them motherfuckers like beluga whales. That shit don't make no damn sense. That shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, don't go out there and have 300 bodies and have them whole like beluga whales. Hell no. Like you gonna do it, go ahead a best of the best, the top of the top. You feel me?
Everybody done touched their fair share of beluga whales.
Bro, like no cap, and that's just what it is. You gotta make sure that we not worried about. We don't want all those beluga whales. We want the diamonds. We want the diamonds in the roughs. We want the ones that this is rare. Let me make sure I take this and take my time with it. You feel me? Cause that's what I'm gonna do. Now you end up really liking that. Oh, you like this diamond? Let me wear this diamond. Let me put this diamond on. I might take this diamond around my family. Boom. Now you take that diamond around. Now you're like, oh shit, these the VVS diamonds.
Yeah.
Boom. Now guess what? Now you done got that you stood away from the blue whales. You got you a diamond. Now it's a diamond in the roughs. Now you like wearing that diamond. Shit, now you put a diamond on that diamond. And that's just how that goes.
Yeah.
So
man, we done been here for a minute, but
not really.
Like what we saying is we not saying don't go out here and try new stuff and just we're not saying don't go out here and make money. We just saying before you just spread yourself so thin, establish yourself in one avenue before you go out here and just try everything. Oh, he just made 10,000 doing this. He just made 20,000 that. Oh, he just made 100,000 in a month doing that. Find what you're good at, and establish yourself in it. Find success in it before you move on to the next thing. Yeah. Like a lot of times, like we just quit at what we're doing, like so quick. Like even if it's like 3 months, 6 months, a year, it's like to be a successful business. Sometimes like certain businesses, like I know, like Uber, Lyft,
they're not profitable.
They're not profit. They're like
literally. If you look under, like we've done stocks and shit, and we look and do our fair share of stocks or whatever.
Shout out to Lawrence.
Shout out to the goddamn Lawrence, man. No cap.
Yeah.
But we did our fair share. You look under the hood, you realize, haven't they coming down profitable yet?
They're not profitable. So you out here quitting businesses after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and you're not profitable yet. But it's like you just didn't find the nicks and tricks, and you don't have the experience to know like what it takes to be profitable. So like just stay in one avenue. Like just don't be dipping your chip in like so many different sauces where like you just spread yourself so thin and you're trying to learn everything. Like just hone in, focus on one thing and just run it to the moon and like just stand on it. Like that's what I do. That's what I established myself in, and that's what I'm gonna like represent and stand on. That's what I do.
Exactly.
And learn the ins and outs, learn every aspect of it. Like do every like from point A to point
whatever.
Z.
Exactly. And you stay in that thing. Now, what I'm saying is, we're not saying, like he said, I'm not saying don't go do other things. But what we're saying is make sure that you're able to just say, all right, I'm here, I rented up here, but ultimately you're not taking the time to maximize on one thing. And when you're not maximizing on one thing, it's like, it's hard for you to maximize on something else because you didn't even take the time that was necessary for you to even grow in that one aspect. So what I'm saying is go ahead and take time, do that one thing. Cause I'm at the point now where I wanna go ahead and start trying other things now too. But I've been doing real estate for 3 years. Now I know how to do this. I got a strong backbone in this. So now I'm like, I could go 10, 20,000, 30,000 in a month, easy with that. So now I'm like, all right, cool. I want to start coaching more with not even about real estate because, like I said, it's all about mindset. I can give you. There's so much game being given out. That's cool, I want to start being y'all mindset coach. I want to change y'all mindset. And that's pretty much where we at with it, man. But I ain't gonna lie, we been going hard. Shit, we been here, shit, for a minute now.
All day.
So
I see we got the work shirt still on.
So man, we gonna goddamn get to close out, man. So I mean, what you got? Give them something to leave them with for the week that you feel like they can take into this week, hone in on that one thing, and that one thing gonna be able to help them get to the next level. What you got for them?
I just say, like,
give them something.
If you just in a season where you don't know what you're gonna do, don't know what the next chapter of your life look like, just sit down, just pause, like just sit down,
and that's okay.
Like at night, just sit down, write out what you want to do, write out what you want to achieve, write out your lifestyle, write out what that looks like, and then just write the in between, like what that looks like getting there. Whether that means I gotta go get this certificate so I can do this job, I gotta go put in this amount of hours so I could reach this career path. I gotta get this degree to do that. I gotta do this many sales so I can live the life I want. Just sit down, write, refocus, and just see ultimately what it takes to get there and embrace the process in between of what it takes to get to what you ultimately want to achieve. So like, just like the end goal is it's fun. Like the end goal always looks great. It's peaches and cream. You at the top. You getting money. You on vacation. You in Houston throwing money at Camp Houston.
Facts.
You know what I mean? But it's like, bro, embrace the in between. Embrace the ups and downs. Like embrace the journey that it takes to get there, bro. Because that's ultimately what it's gonna take to get to the riches, get to the goals, get to where you just kicking up your feet, just chilling on the couch. You got 10K coming in a month, so I can sit down and chill. You know what I mean? So just embrace the in between and just grind and just write out what your goals look like at the end of the day and what it takes to get there. Like embrace the in between. Embrace it,
man, and that's something big. He just had me thinking, cause I'm just like, bro, it's cool. Obviously, anybody know me and my fiance, we know we're not polar differences, but we're damn near polar differences, like
polar opposites.
Yeah, some shit, whatever.
Dumbass.
But polar opposites, whatever. We just polar, basically. We're just completely opposite. We're not completely opposite, but you know they say opposites attract. You know she like to have a lot. She like to just I'm living life, having a good time. I'm like more serious. Let's work. Let's get this done. When we come together, she balanced me. When she told me that I need to just have more fun, it makes sense. Now I'm not saying go out and spend hella money or nothing. It's just saying have fun, being there, relax. I'm always doing something. So what I want to let you guys know is don't stress, don't worry. More so, be concerned sometimes, but be able to be just saying enjoy it, enjoy your time, enjoy the process. Enjoy the times, the in-between times. Enjoy the ups. Enjoy the downs. Take what you can take out of. Take what you can take out of those things and those moments, and actually realize what you're going through and actually put that to work. Put that to use. Sometimes we don't put those things to use. We don't realize that those things can actually take us farther than we would ever notice. Still have fun, but still be serious, and that's ultimately what this whole podcast is about. Being able to have fun, being able to be serious, but be able to have a balance in between, because that's literally what this podcast is about. Being able to just enjoy, be yourself, knowing that you could be about business and have fun at the same time. So we really do appreciate y'all listening to us. God willing, we're gonna be back at the same time next week, of course. Make sure you guys subscribe on the porch. Subscribe to us if you're watching on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, please feel free. You don't have to go listen to it again. Just go to Apple Podcasts, go to Spotify, go to those other platforms. Leave a 5-star.
Just subscribe, man.
For sure. Follow me on Instagram at gi.mike_, where I would give out more game. I'll give you guys things about real estate, and I will give you things about mindset overall, because before you get started anything, you need mindset.
Yeah, y'all follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _BJReal.
For sure.
Go ahead, follow me, support. support this, support me, support the channel. And like
Yeah.
I said, we always showing love. We'll support y'all in anything y'all trying to accomplish and just start new and achieve. So
For sure. If you got any questions, DM me. I'll answer. If you got anything that you want us to talk about, DM me. Let me know what you want us to talk about. And if you know somebody that want to come on the podcast, possibly, you feel like you won, that you feel like you got something to talk about, hit me up. We'll be able to talk to you guys about it. Hit us up on the porch, _ on the porch is the Instagram page. Go follow that. And guys, I do have a wholesaling course. Been doing it for 3 years. I've had 3 years consecutive of 6 figures. Well, I'd say 2.5 years because the first year, of course, that's just half a year damn near. So pretty much 2 years since I've been like 6-figure years. If you guys have questions and you guys want to learn how to do this and you need to know what's the most effective way to get started. I'm not saying you're going to go out here and just make 100K off rip. What I'm saying is I can show you how to make an extra 10, 15, 20K a month. Get my course. It's going to be in the description below. It's going to be right there. Get it, sign up. It's only $50 right now for the whole entire course. Check in with me, and if you got any questions as you're going through the course, hit me up.
yeah, y'all stay active. Y'all keep showing love, man, and we gonna get out of here, man. Love y'all.
Love y'all. Peace.
JT on the track again.
Hey, run that shit up, Chase.